Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, and today is finally going to be the most requested video ever on my channel and on my Instagram. So let's get into it. So as you can tell by the title, this video is going to be all about my modeling experience, questions and answers for you guys that a lot of you guys have asked me on Instagram. First off, I don't consider myself like a professional model, so just take these tips from me if you would like, and if not, I'm sorry, and if they don't work out for you, then just know that I'm not like a professional model, and I'm also just kind of starting out like most of you out there probably. So first off, I'm just going to talk about how I got started, because that is the #1 question that people ask me. Let's see, where do I start? The main focus and a dream of mine is to model for Brandy Melville USA, and if you have an Instagram and you see their account on Instagram, it's Brandy USA, and their huge page, and so yeah, that has been my main goal so far. And throughout high school I just didn't have the time to go out and try and get into an agency, because I thought that's the only way you can model is just going through an agency, so I just didn't have time for that. So during the summer I looked into a lot of different agencies, and I wasn't hearing anything back from them. I would send in a lot of my, they're called comp cards, so they have like a bunch of my pictures on it and all of my information, like my sizing and my age and all of that kind of stuff. So I would send them in, and it's like I didn't hear anything back for them, so I was like, okay, maybe I need to go in and see like an agency. And first of all, when I'm talking about agencies, I just want you all to know that you shouldn't really sign with an agency if they're asking for you for money up front. So one of the agencies by where I live, they were asking for a ton of amount of money to start me out, and I just knew that like it wouldn't be worth it, and I probably wouldn't end up making the money in return for the jobs that they got me, and I wouldn't make as much money. So I did not sign with them, and I actually found one a little farther from my house, and the lady was like, I'd love to sign you, and it's not going to cost any money, and no agency should ever ask you for money. That's kind of when you know like you probably shouldn't sign with them. So I signed with this company. It sounded great. I was like, maybe I'll start getting jobs, and I never did. So I just kind of thought maybe once I sign with this agency that they'll start getting me jobs, and about 2 months after that I did not get any jobs from them, and I just kind of started to think of ways that I could take it into my own hands and really try and reach this goal that I want to have for modeling, which was to really focus on Brandy. So then the next month they actually posted a picture on their Instagram and said, we're coming to the San Diego location and we're having a casting call for models. So I thought, okay, this is gonna be awesome, like I'm gonna be able to go there, and whatever happens, happens, and I just got the experience too, which is awesome. I did get the experience to go to that casting, and I'll link the video that I made about it down below. So once I got home, I made the video talking about it, and later in a couple weeks I didn't hear anything from them. So that was just kind of I think kind of what pushed me even more. I was like, well, I didn't hear anything from this kind of Brandy casting call. None of the other girls that I knew have heard from them, so I think it was just kind of a random thing, like come if you want to the store and we'll do a little casting call. So that happened, and I don't like regret going or anything. It was a great experience to go and kind of be in the store and have them take my picture. So after that, nothing happened, and I was looking into other types of modeling, so I kind of thought, well, hey, what's this thing called freelance modeling? What is that all about? Do you have to be signed with an agency, or can you do everything on your own, or how does it work? I've been working with, or taking photos with a local photographer in my agency. She's awesome. Her name's Rachel, and I tag her in a lot of my photos on Instagram if you'd like to check her out. So one day she just texted me and she was like, hey, we should just do a Brandy Melville inspired shoot, and she had some pictures, and I had some pictures from their Instagram. There was this one where they were at a amusement park, I think. So there's one by my house, and we just went on down there and took some photos, and it was just for fun, and I didn't think anything of it, and so I posted one of them, and I'm standing in front of the arcade. Maybe I'll have it right here. And so I was standing in front of the arcade and we took a couple pictures and they just turned out so awesome, and she's such a great photographer, and it was just a fun time, and I ended up posting one and tagging a couple of the Brandy accounts, and one of the main ones was Brandy Canada, so I posted that, tagged them, and 2 months later, or not even a month, I think maybe a couple weeks, they took the photo from my Instagram and they posted it. And right at that, I saw girls commenting and saying, "This is the girl from YouTube. She made the Brandy casting video," and it was really cool to see that some of you guys had seen my video and saw me from there and recognized me. So that's kind of where it first started off, and it just kind of fueled my fire a little bit more. I was like, okay, well, this Canada account has posted me, so if I keep trying, maybe some other ones I can reach out to, and maybe some Brandy USA photographers will kind of notice me a little bit more, because I'm learning that it really is all about who you know. So I went and did that, and they posted my picture, and sooner or later I kept doing a little bit more Brandy inspired shoots, tagging them, and Instagram really is a great way to get noticed if you're trying to go in that route. That and Spain, Italy, and I think a couple others have posted me since then, so I'm just really thankful for that, and that I got the opportunity to be on these really big Brandy Instagrams, and even that is awesome. So I'm still trying to push towards Brandy USA, and I've just through Instagram and emails of photographers and companies I've been contacting just to do little jobs along the way, because I am a freelance model, which means you get jobs on your own and you don't rely on an agency or anybody else. So you kind of make friends with photographers, or get to know them and figure out what they shoot. Like I did PacSun and San Diego, and I'm on their website and in the store, which is so awesome to me. It's just been such a blessing to like be able to say, oh, that's me, like on a wall. So anyways, this summer I'm actually getting the opportunity to shoot with Brandy Melville Signs, and that's kind of where I'm at right now, and hopefully this summer I can really push towards Brandy USA and going to the Santa Monica store. And I just want to like thank all of you guys, because your support has been like really just awesome to me, and I see girls like commenting and direct messaging me also with questions on what do I wear to a casting, or how did you become a model, or oh my gosh, thank you so much for replying. And I never want it to be like, this girl's too famous to reply to a comment. Like, that's not the case here, and I feel like a lot of us are in this together. Like, we all want something in life, whether it's like to model for some company, or it's to like be a professional athlete. I don't know, we all have goals. I am a freelance model, and I could easily sit here and say like, I've gotten all of these jobs on my own and I'm doing such a great job like being my own agent or whatever, but that's not the case at all. And I feel like I'm just so blessed, and God can easily take all of this away from me, and He's given me so many opportunities, and I just want to be able to be a light to you guys and just show that God really can work through you. And because I'm a strong believer in Him and putting my faith in Him, and you know, if things along the way are for me, then things will work out, and if not, then I just need to remember that I'm not doing this alone, and I want you guys to know that you're not doing this alone, whatever it is that you're doing. Even if it doesn't have to do with modeling, you're not alone, and I can try and help you guys out with questions, and I know I'm not alone. I am very like strong in my faith, and I know that I would not be where I am today if I didn't have a strong faith in God. So yeah, I hope that kind of answered your questions for how I started. So I really think we should just keep sticking alongside each other. And going with that, I'm going to answer some questions that some of you guys sent me. So I think the most like frequent questions I get asked are like, I'm 14 years old and I want to be a model, and I'm this height, and I'm like not really skinny, or I'm not too tall, or anything like that. And I just want you girls to know that like, you don't have to be a certain height and a certain weight, and like, oh, I don't know if I'm skinny enough for Brandy. And it's like, first of all, like going into the mindset of having to look a certain way is also not a good way to go about it. So don't think that you're to this or to that for anything. I'm definitely not tall, not as tall as like a regular model, and I'm not letting that stop me. And it's okay to, you know, have different textured hair and think, oh, I need to have straight hair, and they're not going to pick me if not. And I just also want to say, like, I've gotten kind of I guess turned away from agencies, or they just kind of say, hey, we're not looking for any models right now, or you're not exactly what we're looking for, so maybe try again like in a month, or they don't really say try again. And that shouldn't be a discouragement at all. Like, just keep going and it's fine. It happens to everybody, and I've just learned to push through and, you know, just have fun with it, and go to an agency casting call if you'd like, but don't go in with the hopes or like, oh, I already know that I got this, because chances are you might not, and you don't want to get your hopes up if you don't get the job, or if the agency doesn't end up really picking you, and that is okay. So that is mainly it for the questions, I think. A lot of you kind of just asked, like, what are your tips? How did you start? So I kind of went over that, of how I started modeling. And for different companies, I just kind of contact them through Instagram, and if they like your Instagram, if they like the vibe that you're giving off, sometimes they'll send me jewelry or anything, which is so awesome, and I'm really like grateful for that, and being able to help them out with their company, whether it's big or small, and they help me out with modeling and posting me while I post them. Just another question that I'm just seeing here was from MHat, I think that's how you say your name. You inspire me so much to keep working toward my dream and being a model, even though I'm barely 5'7". Thanks for sharing so much of your life and wisdom with us. Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. But yeah, I replied to her a while ago, and it's like, don't put a limit on, oh, because I'm maybe not tall enough, it's okay. Like, you know, if they want you, you'll know. If an agency doesn't want you, then you'll know, and it's worth a shot. And don't think, I'm too short for this, I'm not gonna go try for what I want, because I'm definitely really trying, and really this summer I'm gonna try really hard for Brandy USA. So yeah, just kind of where I am now. Next month I'm actually shooting with Brandy Melville Signs, so I'm really hoping that is kind of a gateway to Brandy USA, and they kind of see that as, hey, she's modeling for the sign company, let's maybe have her for a test shoot at the Santa Monica store or anything like that. And I'll definitely keep you updated if anything happens. That would be so awesome. So I really do hope this video has helped you out with the questions that you've had for me, and I hope that I answered a few of them. And if you'd like, just leave a comment down below saying maybe you want to see more, or part 2 of modeling tips and just how I got started. So thank you for watching, and thank you for your support. Bye guys.